Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg Srisvasti with the Deepest Dream YouTube channel for TV and movie interviews and reviews. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Now, Jagged Mind. I'm a huge fan of suspense thrillers and psychological thrillers. So when I saw the actual press release that Hulu is coming out with Jagged Mind on June 15th, I was all over this. I wanted an early screening link to actually review it and to see whether I would recommend it to you guys and maybe if it's worth watching. Thrillers are probably my top genre as a cinephile, and I had a lot of expectations going into Jagged Mind. So does this movie meet my expectations? It almost gets there, where it's actually, I would recommend watching this movie with a few caveats, okay? So, and you can figure out yourself whether Jagged Mind is worth a watch for you. So the plotline centers on this really charming, wonderful young woman named Billy. And she's played by Maisie Richardson-Sellers. And Billy is, everything's fine. She's beautiful, attractive, charming, friendly, all the good things that you want from a person, from a really nice person. The problem is she suffers blackouts. She has a sense of deja vu. Maybe she's going through some kind of Groundhog Day time loop. She's just completely confused of her surroundings, okay, due to these blackouts. She might have a concussion. She actually also fears that she might have inherited her mother's Alzheimer, her mother's dementia. So she has a lot going on in her life in those terms, in the blackout fear of dementia terms, but she also wants to live her life as well and make the most of just her situation. And so it's not like she's in a cocoon. She wants to go out and date different people, and she wants to have a real healthy romantic life. Enter a mysterious woman, a mysterious attractive woman named Alex, played by Shannon Woodward. She meets her at a local bar in Little Haiti, I believe, and Alex offers her a glass of wine. I forgot what the name of the red wine is called, but she offers her a glass of wine, and they start talking, and they start having nice banter. Everything looks great, but then Billy has to actually leave early, leave Alex, because she has to attend an art gallery. Again, Billy is played by Maisie Richardson-Sellers, and Alex is played by Shannon Woodward. They are the two main characters in this suspense thriller. There's other people in the peripheral, just former people that Billy used to date and Billy's best friend. They're supporting players in this suspense thriller, but mainly it's focused on the relationship of these two women. The problem of this relationship, at least through Billy's POV, is as much as she likes Alex. Again, Alex is played by Shannon Woodward, and Woodward's excellent in this movie. She has all of the showiest moments in the film, the memorable lines, and she's the one who gets to act a little bit very irrational, passive-aggressive, and downright just explosive in this movie, okay? So if you are a fan of Shannon Woodward's work, she's very good in this movie, so this is just on that level, this movie's worth watching. Maisie Richardson-Sellers, on the other hand, she's fine as well, but the problem is her character has to, for most of the narrative, is pretty disoriented. So her character is pretty much a passive character through most of the story, and she does a fine job at that, okay? And I would also encourage you guys, the first maybe 10 to 12, 14 minutes, have a little bit of patience with Jagged Mind, because, well, the fact that Billy is actually undergoing a lot of the blackouts, the way the actual first act is shot and edited, is there's a lot of deja vu moments, a lot of confusing moments that will maybe disorient you as a viewer. And that's actually, I like that part of that element of Jagged Mind, the first act, how you didn't really know what was going on because Billy didn't know what was really going on. You really locked into her POV of the world, which is constant blackout. So just have a little patience if you don't want that whole jagged way of storytelling. It gets more linear as the narrative progresses. So give it at least 20 to 30 minutes before you dip out if you really don't like Jagged Mind. I say don't dip out. I'm going to ultimately recommend this movie, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so one of the things that I really enjoyed was the performances by Maisie Richardson-Sellers and also Shannon Woodward. They worked well as a couple. Again, Shannon Woodward is the standout as the person who might have ulterior motives with her new girlfriend, okay? The big mystery of the movie is, why are these blackouts? Why are Billy's blackouts occurring? Does she have dementia? Is her new girlfriend a big reason why she's undergoing this current anguish? All those questions will be answered towards the end. The only strikes I have against this movie, and this is sort of nitpicking, but suspense thrillers, I really want to have like a really tight pacing and where you feel tense and nervous. And throughout most of the movie, I didn't really feel, even though scary things happen, I don't know, the pacing and the tension and the cutting, I didn't really feel that scared in the movie. Just the visual flair in the movie was, I'm not going to say lacking. It wasn't, look, again, one of my favorite directors, Brian De Palma, and Hitchcock. So I expect a little bit more visual flair. And this movie didn't have it really in abundance. It was well shot, but I just wanted a little bit more visual flair to this movie and a little bit more tight pacing and tension, which I didn't get. What I did get, though, was a really solid story. And the third act of Jagged Mind, where you actually understand what's going on regarding Alex's situation, it worked. I really liked the element of the third act and how it actually bolstered the story, in my opinion. So it's worth watching just on that, seeing how everything plays out. And the ending, the final moments where you see the final fates of Billy and the people she loves and Alex, it's a really good cap to the ending. So I like to say the movie sticks to landing. Jagged Mind definitely does stick to landing for me. So on a character-based level, as far as performances, you're going to get really solid performances from Shannon Woodward and Maisie Richardson-Sellers. The story itself is really told well, especially the third act. I loved how everything unfolded. And director Kelly Callie, I was saying about the lack of visual flair to the movie. It's not a huge knock because I'm sure the movie had a certain budget and they had to fit within that budget. I think Kelly Callie, as a filmmaker, just based on Jagged Mind, has a lot of potential. I enjoyed this movie. So my final rating, my rating for Jagged Mind is I would give this a solid recommend, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Tell me what you think of this suspense thriller. Did it work for you? Did you have the same kind of complaints or nitpicks that I had? Or did you end up really loving the story? Tell me what you think on Jagged Mind. Again, please subscribe to this channel if you want more TV and movie reviews and interviews. At least I try to put up as much as possible. So thanks again for your support. And most importantly, tell me what you think of Jagged Mind. All right? Take care, guys, and take care. Bye.